Welcome back to the Spicy 100. This is question 8, and we have another mean-looking chili here. The recommended time for question 8 is 5 minutes. So I'll read the question to you. A square is drawn inside a circle such that every vertex is on the circumference of the circle. Find the exact ratio of the area of the square to the area of the circle. So once you feel prepared to start the question, you've got your timer set up, pause the question and give it your best shot. So good luck. Question 8 is a geometry question. So it's geometry and ratios. Whenever you get a question like this, you need to draw a diagram. It really helps you to picture what's going on, and then when you annotate your diagram, all of the information will come out. So we need to draw a square inside the circle, so that all of the vertexes touch the circle. So it's going to hit the four corners. So I'm under pressure here to freehand draw a decent circle. It doesn't look like a potato. I'm fairly happy, so I'm going to draw my square inside here. Now do use a pencil and a compass and ruler, but I think that's going to be fine. We can now denote the size of our square. We can use a letter, we could use X for example, or you can use numbers. The ratio between the area of this square and the circle should always be the same, whether we use a number or a constant. If we use a letter, it will cancel out. In these geometry questions, there's a nice trick. I often use the number 2. The reason being is it's a nice simple number, and if you have to halve anything, you get 1, and all your numbers come through quite nicely. Okay, so we now have our square. So the area of the square is going to be 2 times 2, which is going to be 4. Now the circle, the center of the circle, will lie on the diagonal of the square, because the diagonal should go through the center of the circle. So we can now use Pythagoras to find out the diameter. So I'm going to call it d. So d will be the square root of 2 squared plus 2 squared. So d will be equal to the square root of 8. Now if you remember your rules of surds, we can divide that by 4. So it'll be root 4 times root 2, so it's 2 root 2. So the radius will be 2 root 2 divided by 2, which is just root 2. Which is why using 2 was nice. So we've got the radius now is root 2. The area of the circle, so we're going to use pi r squared. So the area of a circle, pi r squared. So we're going to do pi times root 2 squared, which is going to be equal to 2 pi. Okay, so the area of the square as a ratio will be 4 to the area of the circle to 2 pi. And so that ratio will simplify to 2 to pi, where this is the area of the square, and this is the area of the circle. Okay, so we found the ratio, and we found it as an exact value because we've left pi in there. So my tip here is whenever you get these geometry questions, always draw a sketch. It really helps you to see, and often Pythagoras will come in. But yeah, so hopefully that question went well for you. If you're feeling confident, why don't you have a go at question 9 from the Spicy 100.